Transition and paint scoring tonight. Look at both ends really in the paint. You guys dominated. What was the key there?
I think we had 27 lane touches in the first half and scored like 32 points off of it. There were a couple plays I tell them, you want to show your bag of tricks and step back. Just go by the man. Just go by him because we're a good enough shooting team that they got to play. We got a lot of stuff to work on, but to see them defend and play that hard and compete like they did, especially defensively, man. It's October 24th, guys, and that team was up 20 on Michigan at Michigan. So we can all say what we want, but we played good, and we had a lot of guys play good. Look, we have 8 guys, and Isaiah's 9. Isaiah is not that far off to being we have 9 guys. He's just not where the other guys are right now. Those 8, they're pretty good. We got to get Malik Ewan a little more active, a little more passion, screen and run to the rim, sprint, all that kind of stuff. He started doing it. He was getting dunks and layups, and then the other thing he did is they converge, and we're all open. So guard play was good. Ability to score balls, but we got out in transition. How about Billy Richmond? Carter, you could see he's better. TB's better. I mean, guys got better. DJ and Darius being able to play together is big for us. Big. They both, defensively, those guards had trouble getting around them.
It seemed like the freshman guards both played with fearlessness and confidence from the outset. What's in that mindset that's built to that?
Well, they think highly of themselves. The only thing I'm telling both of them, you're going to take a lot of shots. You can't take bad ones. That's disrespectful to your teammates. They know you're going to shoot a lot of balls, but you're not going to shoot 1-foot step back because it's in your trick bag. No, you're not taking that one. The other ones are all good. Take them. And so they both have to learn that. This isn't, a pickup game where I'm just going to start shooting and not throw it to anybody, just come down and take an NBA 3 for no reason. What? You're not doing that. You took the most shots already. Why would you shoot that? So that's stuff they have to learn. But they've been good. They've been good.
Yeah, obviously, exhibitions, a lot of times the final result's kind of secondary to the performances that you maybe see. What were the biggest things you were looking for tonight, and where do you kind of feel you guys are as a team after this game?
We got a couple guys that got to catch up. You can't have and you're kind of going through the motions. It's like sticks out like a sore thumb. And holding people's feet to the fire. I hope you watched. I started this group, and in the second half I started this group, and next game Monday I'll start another group and hold your feet to the fire. Let's go. Prove yourself. You want to be out there, you have to deserve to be out there. You get no entitlement here now. I'm going to play the best guys. And the biggest thing again, we got a bunch of good guys again, just like we had last year. We were 0-5. If we did not have good guys, we would have never got through it. We had good guys. We had our 2 leading scorers go down. If we did not have good guys who were backing up other guys, but they were good people, we would have never thrived the way we did. We didn't just survive, we thrived. I just want to know, okay, is this team ready to come in every day and try to get better? Because they told on themselves today. Do you think? They told on you all, like, you that good, or can you be that team? And, well, can you? I mean, can you defend that way? I'm not talking about making shots and all that. Can you defend that way every time we play? You're playing a better team. It won't be that score maybe. Maybe it's a tighter game, but then we got to play smarter to finish games off. That we're having to learn.
Obviously, you have DJ and Darius, who are kind of natural ball handlers, but you have a bunch of different guys who can handle bringing the ball up the floor. Just how much of a benefit have you noticed that being, throughout the offseason and now in this game tonight?
Well, you can have anybody bring it up when you have this kind of team. It's positionless, which is dribble, drive, and positionless basketball are things that I've been preaching for a long time. That you're teaching your guards the same stuff you're teaching your bigs. And you're teaching a big, if you can bring it up and get us started, bring it up and get us started. It's faster. You rebound and you go, you can throw it ahead, he can throw it ahead, and all of a sudden we're throwing it at the rim and dunking. So yeah, I tried to go to some open later in the game because I just want to see it. I want to see how we play that way.
Coach, in the offseason, you talked about the team, trying to figure out the flow of the game, and when things are going sideways, how do they bounce back? Since he goes on the run in the middle of the first and then your guys respond, what did you like out of kind of that response that this team can build on moving forward?
Well, I'm going to watch the tape and I'll see what happened. I think we had to call a timeout and really just refocus. Like, dudes, you're not thinking the right way. You're thinking again, like high school players at times. But no, you need to get like this game Monday. Going to be a hard game because of how they play. Do you guys know how they play? Anybody here watch basketball at all? I mean, they're going to run and jump and run and trap. They'll run 2 guys at the ball. You go pick and roll, they may run 3 guys at the ball. It makes them play hard because they're scrambling everywhere, which means you got to have basketball players. Whoever has it may have to be making plays. But have I worked on that with this team? No, I haven't. I've been trying to just get us right. Little bit of lack of execution on a few things we did. But it's October 24th. That stuff's going to happen.
TB came in here and described and said this team is dangerous. Where do you think that kind of assessment is after, the
Who said that?
tonight? TB, Trevin.
What's dangerous?
This team could be dangerous this year.
Now, what I told him, I don't want him to settle. I want him to drive the spots and shoot the ball. I don't care if he shoots air balls. Get in the gym and get the shots where you get to a spot on the floor and you can get us a basket. Because if he can do that, shooting threes, blocking, rebounding, doing, and when he gets the ball somewhere, he can go boom, boom, and get a shot off, he's lethal himself. That's what we need him to do. If you're looking at the best players, they know how to get the spots on the court and get basket. Who am I talking about? Have you watched any games the last couple of days? Shea, just go to a spot and get a shot. I know where I can make shots. Well, where can you make shots? I'm not that guy. You got to shoot all threes and layups. I think the mid-game is important. I'm not saying you're overwhelmed with it, but you shoot 30 to 35 threes, something like that. That's plenty of threes. But you want to win the game, you got to sometimes make baskets because you could shoot 30 and go 8 for 30.
Coach, Cincinnati shot 55% in that win against Michigan. You held them to 28% shooting today. What did you maybe identify on tape throughout the week that you were able to take away tonight?
I knew they're going to shoot threes, and we worked really hard on taking shots away. The first half, we left a corner, which we never leave. So if you drive and the guy's in the corner, we ain't helping. We'll fake and go, but he's not getting a shot. We left once, he makes a 3. A slow closeout with the arms down, he makes a 3. Other than that, we were on people. Like, if they were shooting it, they had a hand. I don't know how many we blocked, but we blocked a lot of shots. What was it, 6? And a bunch of them were like some perimeter shots. So we're long. Look, with TB, with Malik, with Nick, with Billy, who's bigger than his size, Carter, our guards are big. Isaiah is big, long.
First couple minutes that Malik Thomas was in, I think he walked over to you on a teammate's free throw. Do you remember what you said to him?
He's one that I'm going to have to at times and let him go some. You hear what I'm saying? But he's got to respect that. So there are times I'm like, you're not taking that kind of shot. He needs to play, and he may not know Rip Hamilton, but he's got to play like Rip Hamilton. Get the shot before you catch the ball. not catch the ball and do this. Get the shot before you catch it. Now, either you're doing that or you're doing something off that. But I'll tell you what else he did. He defended pretty good today. He rebounded pretty good. He did some good stuff. First time in a college game. And again, they had grad students. They were a little older than us. So it was good for them to physically feel what it's like in that kind of game.
How do you feel Darius played off ball tonight?
He played good. I just got upset because I just wanted him to drive. I know what he is getting downhill. And if you heard me the whole time, take him. He cannot take him. Because he did that little step back and he missed it. Why? Then he started getting to the rim, shoulder. How about the one? And he dunked one. You know what I said? Really hard to be cool when you make dunk like that. You can't, it just wipes out your coolness. I'm not cool. I'm just going and dunking this on somebody. He's capable of doing, he's really talented, really smart. But he's young. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to, do certain things.
Do you have a good comp for him? Somebody that he reminds you of at all?
Well, what I'm having to do is if you want that ball in your hand, you can't think you're taking the most shots or I'm putting you off the ball. So you want the ball in the hand, you got to run our team. You got to deliver shots. You got to get people open. You got to create pace. And he's listened. Like friends of mine that have watched him play can't believe he's playing this well. Well, they can't believe Malik Thomas is playing the way he's playing, which is no 12 bounces, spin, step, boop, dude. They're like, geez, I didn't see any of those. He's just playing basketball, hard cuts. If he's open, he's flying up and down the court. The other thing I kind of like when you're playing 8 or 9, my guys looked like they were in pretty good shape. But tomorrow's got to be a film day. We can't really do anything because we travel on Sunday and then we play on Monday. Play late.
You mentioned Carter's growth. What did you see tonight that was evidence of the steps that he's taken and getting better?
Way more confident. Like last year, his skill wasn't where it needed to be. Hard to be confident when you're shooting air balls and stuff. And then as the season got on, he got better. I still say he's a car crash driving the ball, and they can't really guard it. So drive. Get into people's bodies. He's a terrific athlete. He's long. He's tough. He's strong. Shot the ball well tonight. What did we shoot from the 3? 8 for 20. But it was all good. Anything else?
I got 2.
Go ahead.
You've mentioned, obviously, Darius and Malik Thomas and just how well they played tonight, but just throughout the offseason, since they've gotten on campus, just where do you feel as though those 2 guys have made the most strides, and where do you feel like they've grown the most?
For Malik, less is more. Less is more, and he's playing that way. With Darius, it was about body language because things aren't always going to go right. It's about pace of play, a viciousness to your game, and they're listening. They're trying. They want to do what we're asking them to do. But they both have gotten. They came here to be coached. They'll tell you, I want to be coached until you're coached. Then it's hard. But they came here for that, and they've responded. I mean, they both have. But it's a long season. It's October 24th. And there's going to be the dog days and all the other stuff.
And then you mentioned Memphis earlier. Obviously, going back to Memphis, you're going to have a lot of your former players
40.
there. And
40 guys.
Yeah, a lot of them. But just how excited are you for that? Just looking ahead to that, just playing Memphis.
Ellen and I are both looking forward to it. We're going to have a practice at 1, and we've invited all the guys back. There's 3 or 4 that's got to do videos. They can't be there, and they're sick. They want to be there, and I'm been in touch with them, but it's like 40 guys coming. I want my team to understand how long ago was that? What's that?
I was in elementary school. I know that.
Yeah.
17, 18 years ago.
All right, and look, that long ago. And look, that group and all of us, we're like that 18 years later. That is what a team sport can do if you truly care about everybody. I'm not just talking me, I'm talking them. They cared enough. They competed together. They went through something. That was an unbelievable run. And that team stayed together. And for us to go back and, and it's celebrating Memphis too, the city of Memphis. Look, folks, every city, big city in the country has issues. So don't tell me about just Memphis issues. They all got issues. But it's, will you come together to deal with them, or are you going to try to just count on the government? That ain't going to work. I know that city, very charitable, and when they come together, they can solve whatever their issues are. But they got to come together. They did it for basketball when I was there. If that city comes together, anything crazy can happen. And the diversity, the mayor likes to say, it's their superpower. And it's intertwined. It's not there and here, and it's intertwined. And those working together, I hope, again, us coming in inspires to say, we can do this. You did it once. I'm telling you, when I was there, people walked, their chest was out. We were beating everybody. We're number one in the country. And the only reason we were was because of all the people that helped us. We're going to have a list of all the people that helped me that have passed away. There's about 25 of them. That absolutely, without them, we couldn't have done what we did at Memphis. I want it to be the same way here. I want to have all these people, without them helping us, we couldn't have gotten this program. All that's going on right now in college athletics, it's going to take a village, a group of people that are all committed, and they trust me and our staff to be good stewards, to do all this stuff, but they know without them we can't do it. It's not doable. And Memphis was that way. I'm telling you, everybody was behind that program. Everybody. And that's what I want to have here. I want 1,000 people to say, without me, Arkansas couldn't have made that run. That was an unbelievable time in that program. But you know what? I was there and helped. I did X, Y, Z. So going back is going to be fun. I'm going to see, some of my friends. Ellen's going back to see her friends. That was a great 9 years. 9. Everybody, I only stayed there a couple of years. I was there 9. I was at UMass 8. Started again when I was 12, but I was there a long time. Thank you.